If you want to spend money on fancy equipment for growing microgreens, it's a fabulous hobby. On the other hand, if you want to know how to grow them at home without spending a dime, I'm going to show you that right now. So these are all containers that were free because they were recycled. So for example, a recycled soup container. I brought this home from the restaurant. Same thing as this. I brought home leftovers that I couldn't finish at the restaurant. A poke bowl container. Normally, would have thrown it in the recycling. Same for this from the restaurant. This I did buy in a stack of 10. It's for turkey or basting. And I mean, it was pennies. So no matter what container you choose, they're going to need drainage holes. So the easiest way to do it is to simply drill your own holes. I kind of like this size and shape, so let's plant this one. This is just my ordinary potting soil that I've used for all my containers. So because this is very dry, I do like to press it down and get a good flat seed bed. So anything will work. I just want to make it as level as possible. Now, because I bought my seeds in bulk, I'm going to be very generous with them. I'm pretty much covering the soil. I hope you can see how thickly I've planted this. Again, I can be free with them because I only spent money on the seed. I didn't worry about the fancy container. Now let's look at the next step. So now that we've got a nice even seed bed, we've got our seeds very thickly planted. The next thing we want to do is cover them with about a quarter of an inch of soil. And so I'm just using the same mix. And I'm just going to cover them with about a quarter of an inch of soil, because in order to be successful with microgreens, you have to make sure the seeds don't dry out. That is number one. A dry seed is not going to sprout. So that's about a quarter of an inch. And you can see only the fine came through the sieve. The rest I'm going to use for something else. This is just a kitchen sieve that I got at a yard sale, and I paid $2 for it, and it works perfectly for this particular purpose. Now all I have to do is give it a thorough watering. Okay, you can tell how dry my soil is because it's not even making contact with the little dry spots. So I'm going to let this soak, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to water it until I can clearly see that the top quarter, half inch is saturated, because remember, watering is the most important thing. After I get that first layer really wet and I know that my seeds are starting to soak it up, I'm going to come back and check this 2-3 times a day to make sure that it's not going to dry out. We're really lucky right now. We're kind of having a cool summer here in Northern California, but if it was hot, I'd be out here checking it more often than that. So for right now, I'm going to let this water soak in, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to check it in about a half an hour. So now I can show you the one I did last week. So last week, in preparation for making this video, I planted the same container. So it only took 8 days to go from this stage to this stage. Most important reminders: keep the seed wet. Check it multiple times a day. Dry seeds will not germinate. I hope I've shown you how easy it is to do this. You could do a different variety in each tray. My goodness, the sky's the limit. I hope you enjoy it. Good luck with your microgreens. Thanks for being here. And you know I'm trying to grow my channel, so I would so appreciate it if you would like and subscribe. Thanks again.